Hello and welcome to the first lecture of this new section on career direction in this course, Master Online Learning. So in this particular lecture, we will talk to you about how can you decide what role should you grow into? What role can you or do you want to grow into? How will you decide this question? So how do you think you can decide what role do you want to grow into? Any thoughts? So, deciding what role do you want to grow into is not about picking up a job title. Job title is easy to pick, but they may be misleading. It's about choosing the problems that you want to be known for solving over next 5 to 10 years. The kind of situations that you want to handle because most of the jobs are about solving problems. So, what is this? What way can you decide intelligently, not emotionally? Let us take a look at that. Right. So start by shifting the question. So instead of asking questions like what job sounds impressive, what pays the most right now, what is trending on LinkedIn, you need to start asking different questions. And what you need to do is to ask what kind of decisions do I want to be responsible for in my life and career? What kind of problem solving energizes me, right? What level of ambiguity am I comfortable handling? And do I want depth, breadth, or authority? And then you will find that the roles are the decision's scope defines the roles and the problem complexity, and the roles will start emerging. So shift the questions that you start asking. Then understand the five career paths, and most roles fall into one of these paths. So you could be looking at, uh, specialists with deep expertise, right? And examples of those are like senior data analyst, technical architect, financial controller. And there you will need to enjoy the depth, mastery, and precision of doing the work that you're doing. The second role could be a manager, which is who executes and manages people. And examples are like operations manager, marketing manager, product manager. And there you will need to enjoy the coordination, delivery, and accountability. The third is the strategist role, direction and choices, in which you decide those directions and choices. And examples are like a strategy consultant, business head, corporate strategy lead, and where you need to deal with ambiguity, trade off, and long term thinking. The fourth kind of role is builder and entrepreneur, and examples are like you are a startup founder, business unit head, digital venture lead, and there you need to enjoy risk, ownership, and creation. And the last part is of a thought leader and educator, like a corporate trainer, industry author, or course creator, where you enjoy synthesizing knowledge and influencing others. So these are the five main career paths that your role will fall into. Then use the energy versus stress test. Now, what is this energy versus stress? So reflect on your past, learning from your past. You ask few questions to do that. What tasks give you energy? What tasks drain you? And what do you enjoy? Do you enjoy solving structured problems or undefined ones? Or do you prefer working alone or influencing people? So ask these questions based on your past work. And then your future roles must align with your natural cognitive style. Say, for example, you could be doing a strategy work if ambiguity excited you in the past. If structure comforted you in the past and still comforts you, then operations could be the right role for you. And if influencing other excited you and still does that, then leadership is the right one. And if you could become a specialist if the mastery of a subject motivates you, the subject itself motivates you. So use such energy and stress tests to understand and think of your future. What is the right future for you? Then evaluate the market reality in parallel because life is finally around market reality because desire alone is not enough. So what you need to do is to evaluate what industries are growing, which roles are AI resistant, resilient in terms of, and in fact augmented ones. As AI continues to grow, where will the growth happen? And where is your current skill advantage? Which industry, domain? You have the career advantage, skill advantage. And the modern roles are increasingly combining the domain and AI augmentation. Say, for example, AI enabled marketing strategist, data driven operations leader, or AI augment HR business partner. And this is how you can future proof your direction. So evaluate the market reality. Then you need to define your decision horizon. Different roles operate at different time horizons, as you can see. Team leads, 1 to 3 months. Managers, 6 to 12 months. Directors, 1 to 3 years. And the top executives, the C-suite executive, 3 to 10 years. And what you need to ask yourself is, what time horizon am I ready to think in? And this is often more revealing than the title preferences. So define your time decision horizon. Then conduct a role simulation exercise for yourself for 2 weeks. Simulate. What do you simulate? How do you simulate? So write decisions in a future role, you know, your role that you want to choose to work in will make. So write those decisions. Then analyze case studies from that level. Think through trade-offs. Say, for example, if you want to do a leadership role, then read leadership cases influenced by thinkers like Henry Mintzberg or strategy frameworks from Michael Porter. They're wonderful pieces of work. I have personally read them and enjoyed, and I still do. If the thinking excites you, that path may be right for you. So conduct a role simulation exercise to see what excites you. Then what you do is you write a one paragraph statement, your role thesis, in which you say, over the next 5 years, I aim to grow into dash 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 who solves XYZ problems with ABC type of organization by leveraging PQR skills. And an example of this could be you could be saying over the next 5 years, I aim to grow into digital strategy leader who helps traditional companies modernize through AI enabled decision system. And this role thesis then will have enough clarity to create the alignment for whatever you will do. Then test with the 90-day experiment. Before you commit long term, here we're going to ask you to commit from 5 to 10 years for at least a quarter. You can change your direction after a quarter, but at least for a quarter, you need to see whether this is the direction you want to go. So, what you need to do is take one structured course, you know, do one real life project in that area, and network with 3 people in that role, and try AI assisted simulations, and then reassess whether that's the right thing to do, and that will take you almost 3 months, a quarter. So 90-day experiment. Test with this 90-day experiment. Then let's take a look at the final principle in deciding what role should you grow into. So key thing to remember is that you do not discover your roles. You design and refine it through the iteration. And career direction is not a single stage decision. It's a strategic hypothesis that you test and improve as you go along. And so you need to make intelligent starting choices and keep iterating as you go forward. So what is next? So having learned how to decide what role do I want to grow into, we will take a look at related questions in terms of how to decide what problems do I want to be known for solving, because that is critical to deciding what role do you want to grow into, right? So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on career direction. I hope you continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy. And I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and I do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you have missed here.